Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, I would at the outset like to thank the honorable members who have taken part in this discussion for drawing the attention of this House to a very valuable report. The fact that he himself has contributed to this report does not in any way minimize the importance of this reference, because this report deals with a subject which is of very great importance, but because it has not any immediate sensational impact, there is sometimes a tendency for such reports to be overlooked, and from that point of view, Shri Bhargav certainly deserves the thanks of this House, and I think the thanks of my ministry for having drawn its pointed attention to this report. Sir, he has given the history of how the Vigyan Mandir scheme began. I do not want to go into very great detail of that, but the honorable members of this House will remember that the idea was originally mooted in 1953. There was only one institution established at that time. The main purpose was to bring about a scientific atmosphere in our villages. They are not so much service institutions, sir. Some of the remarks which were made today probably suffered from misunderstanding on that point, and one honorable member, a very distinguished member of this House, was surprised as to how a single officer could perform so many functions efficiently. Now, if these were service agencies engaged in soil analysis or analysis of health problems or applying actual remedial measures, this criticism would have been completely justified. But in fact, the Vigyan Mandirs are conceived primarily as centers for disseminating scientific knowledge and creating a scientific atmosphere in the villages, and that is why in each Vigyan Mandir the four most important things are the library and the laboratory attached to it, the reading room, the museum, and the science club. Though the laboratory, simple experiments can be performed, partly for service purposes, but more in order to make villagers familiar with the techniques of science and to make them realize how science can be of immediate value and significance in the personal life. For example, the Vigyan Mandir officer may not be in a position to give a solution of the problem of soil analysis, but he can show by experiments how diseases spread through parasites. Of course, this knowledge is becoming fairly widespread in the country now, but in spite of that, there are areas in the country where anything which is done to spread such knowledge could be valuable.